Alright, hello YouTube, out here on location. It is Memorial Day for our channel. As we're filming this, it is Memorial Day. So for those of you guys all watching this, happy belated Memorial Day. I hope you guys had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend when you guys had it. But today we're going to talk about what used to be here back in the 1980s to 1992, I do believe. This was the site of two different carnivals. One was a very good carnival. It was the Bill Hames shows that did the 4th of July. I do have a video on that, what 4th of July used to be like here in Clinton, riverboat days and all that stuff. But there was one carnival that was notoriously, that was set up here that always got rained out. I know it's crazy, but I want you guys to make sure you guys put the thing back on. I just want to make sure you guys hear me. Before there was such a thing as a campground here, and before there was paved parking here, this was all sandlot. Was basically not sandlot, but basically a gravel parking lot for the ballpark, which will be there tomorrow night's video will be there. For opening day tomorrow night over there. There's usually like a gravel parking lot for the stadium. Then it was all dirt and all that stuff, and the rides will most of the rides was usually sit just in this area. The curve around was usually some of your major rides, some of your games and all that stuff. But the last carnival for the Memorial Day weekend was the carnival called the Bob Davison shows, or the Davison's United shows, and they were notorious to come in on a Thursday. They had one great operation day, and all of a sudden the next 3 days it rained, and guess what? It rained throughout its whole stay. It was literally a mud pit after the carnival has left. Ones who may remember the Memorial Day carnival here in town was that it had a very good, very respectable dark ride, which our viewers over the UK and Europe, they called a ghost train. It was pretty good for a small carnival during Memorial Day weekend here. Usually brought in the zipper, the Ferris wheel, the scrambler, tilt-a-whirl, usually brought the basic stuff. Then occasionally they bring in another flat ride or two that's different from the year before, like a ride rotation almost. But when the Bob Davison shows was here on this lot back in the 80s, and then the 90s they moved down in more of that direction on its final year, was they brought in the Tempest and other rides in. The final year was the only year it had very good weather, but it had very poor attendance because people was hearing it was going to rain. So the weather forecast when the Bob Davison shows was set here on this lot back in the 80s and early 90s. The forecast was going to be at least 80% chance of rain. And when the Bill Hames shows for the 4th of July was here, it was 80% chance of great weather. So Memorial Day weekend was not the best weekend for that carnival, and only one year they had good weather, nobody showed up because they all gave up on it, technically, because everybody thought it was going to rain. But we had that carnival for almost maybe 8 years, maybe 9. I don't know for sure. At least 8 years. I've been coming for about 8 years, and out of those 8 years, 6 of them, I'm going to say six of them was a total soaker. That means it rained from day one to the last day it sat up. Nobody showed up and they had 2 years where the weather was halfway decent the first half, crappy on the next. But the final year, it was all 4 days, great weather, but nobody showed up. I do miss the carnival that was here. Angie told me this morning before I came out to film this little video here on what would have been a Memorial Day Carnival, they would have sat right here in this parking lot. She didn't remember it because she never come to it, because you know why? It rained! Yeah, it was the only carnival on Memorial Day weekend. It was a soaker to come to. And yes, you try to wait out the weather. I remember you used to come to town. Used to wait out the weather. I thought the weather was going to get improve. Nope, it got worse during the day. And finally I said, you know, I gotta get home in that wet weather. No wonder I'm sick all the time, almost. Alright, that's a little history of what would have been the final day of the Memorial Day Carnival, but that ended back in 1992 with a day like today. Nice, sunny, warm day. That was a day we had the armbands going, but nobody showed up that day because what happened to the Davidson's United show, they announced at the end of that carnival, they officially announced during that stay when at the great weather and nobody showed up, they announced that they were done with Clinton. I remember saying the carnival workers said they were done with this town due to nobody showed up on the final day. Of course, years in advance, it rained. It was just bad weather for some reason. So it was a carnival that had bad luck while they were in town, while the counterpart, the Bill Hames shows that sat in this very same lot, had very good luck. Until the one year until the Riverville Days Committee forgot to book it. That's another story and a half. Right now, we're gonna end this video right now, because tomorrow night we're gonna be in the ballpark for opening day for the Clinton Lumber Kings. So, hope you guys join us tomorrow. Opening day for the Clinton Lumber Kings. Please like, share, subscribe, subscribe button, notification bell, and we'll see you tomorrow night from the ballpark. Go Lumber Kings, right?